Okay. So then she ends up meeting her second husband, Alberto Bravo.
Alberto Bravo.
And the two of them end up legally going into the U.S. right around 1964.
May have been 68 or 69.
Okay. Right there in the 60s.
Yeah, in the 60s. In the 60s.
They legally enter the U.S. and they set up shop in Queens.
Queens, New York, exactly.
And what happens next?
Well, Alberto allowed Griselda to lead. She was a natural born leader. So he gave her free reign. So they started importing cocaine from Colombia, a couple kilos, and then, it doubled and tripled. So they had mules that basically bought the drugs from Colombia to New York in suitcases with false bottoms. So you could, hide, you could conceal the drugs. So that took off like a rocket ship. So she went from making $20,000 a week to maybe $1 million a month. And this was like maybe 6 months in. Back then, cocaine, it was a new craze, it was a new fad. You had the party scene, you had the entertainers, you had the star athletes. New York was the biggest city at that time, which New York is still probably the biggest city. So she had all the clientele, whether you was on Wall Street or a janitor, everybody was fascinated with this new craze of cocaine, and she took full advantage of it.
Right. And within about a year, her and Bravo were making like $10 million a week.
Yeah, it was making about $10 to $15 million per week.
Yeah,
crazy. That was like a year and a half in.